Hey guys, Chicago injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo here, also known as My Injury Guy, shooting you another video about injury and accident cases. And I'm wearing my new sunglasses. Now, are they a designer pair? No, they're just your basic aviator glasses, but I haven't updated my eyeglass prescription in a really long time, and I'm going to tell you, if there was a job designed to mess up your eyesight, it's mine, because all I do is read books, read the computer. It's probably not very good for my eyesight, which was never much good. But I'll tell you, I think it's been like 4 or 5 years since I updated my prescription. I feel like everything is crystal clear now. But anyway, I digress. The topic of today's video is sometimes the strange cases are the ones in need of the most help, okay? So I've had some pretty weird cases. I had a contaminated water case, and we settled the case for cases and cases of water. Very strange. That's back when I was a young associate at somebody's firm. We basically had an unprovable case, and they didn't want to offer money, so they offered a bunch of cases of water, and the client wanted to take the deal, so we did. So that's probably the strangest settlement I've ever had. But I guess my point is, like, when it comes to injury cases, we have to evaluate them based on what would a judge and jury think of them, right? And even though judges see cases all the time, juries really don't. One thing is true for both judges and juries and everybody else, insurance adjusters too, and that is they want to see a normal case that makes sense to them, right? And the more things that don't make sense to them or that they're not familiar with, they don't like it. They don't like it. They start to become suspicious about a case. I'll give you for example. I had a case one time where a guy got injured, like in a rear end crash, and after the crash, as a result of the crash, his license plate flew off the car and flew 2 lanes across the expressway, and that's a case that boy, I must have tried that case in front of a jury about 15 years ago. And believe it or not, you can poll the jury after the trial. And, we ended up winning, not a lot of money for the case. And all the juries wanted to talk about after the trial, like you can, in the courtroom in front of everybody, they will sometimes share their thoughts and things of that nature. And all of them were fixated on the fact that they didn't believe that the license plate from a rear-end impact flew 2 lanes away. So they weren't suspicious of the medical treatment or the complaints or that the accident could have caused the injury. They were suspicious because they were all trying to figure out how the rear-end impact, this little side detail, this little rear-end impact could cause the license plate to fly like that. And look, I've never had a car accident case where that happened before, but both the injured person, the plaintiff, my client, and the defendant agreed that it happened. And the jury said that the fact that happened made them think the plaintiff wasn't telling the truth, which is what kept the verdict down. So they gave less than I asked for. They gave more than what the defendant wanted to offer. So it wasn't a total loss. But I've always thought that was very strange. And I will tell you, from all the other cases I've tried, especially the cases I tried as a younger attorney, anytime there's like a weird mechanism of injury or like the way somebody got hurt is like not normal, like, for example, I had a case where somebody slipped and hurt their back because they twisted weird, but they didn't fall all the way down. And it was the same circumstance. The insurance company said, well, wait, if he didn't fall all the way down, how did he hurt his back? And I will be darned if that's not what the jury thought too. Now, in that case, it was a weird situation. We had something called a high-low agreement at the trial. So we were pretty much guaranteed a settlement. A high-low agreement is when you try the case because you can't come to a settlement, but you're agreeing to, if you completely lose the case, you still get this much money, but if you hit a home run on the case, there's a cap. And so sometimes a lawyer will agree to those. We agreed to a high-low on that case because we were close, but we just couldn't get it done. And it's a good thing we did the high-low, because even though my client was a legit guy, an honest guy, even though there was no treatment gap, his doctors were beyond reproach, his medical care was extremely reasonable, the whole 9 yards, because he had a slip at a business, he didn't fall all the way down. That's the expectation. That's what people see in their head when they think of a slip, where somebody slips on something or trips on something. They expect the fall. If you don't give them what they expect, the story in their head is not complete. And it makes them suspicious. It makes them worry, whether it really happened that way or whether it happened at all, right? Because as I've told a lot of clients, until the trial starts, the jury doesn't really know anything about me or anything about an injured person. All they know about the injured person is they're suspicious of the injured person because they're coming to court asking for money. And the only thing they know about me is they think I'm such a good liar, I do it for a living. Now, if you've watched my other videos or been represented by me, you know I don't lie. But that's what they think when you come into the courtroom, and we have to convince them that we're the most honest people in the courtroom. And if we don't do it, we're never going to get full justice for you at trial because the jury is going to be suspicious. And that's just how these cases go. So, anyway, my point is, if your injury happened in a weird way, or there's something weird about the medical care, what it does is it conflicts with the story of what the jury expects that they have in their head. And when you have cases like that, there are things we can do to rehabilitate cases like that, but those kinds of cases can lead to a not guilty if you're dealing with a lawyer who doesn't know how to fix problems like that. Thankfully for my clients, I do. Sometimes you can't completely fix them, and it's not your fault if you have a weird mechanism of injury or something's weird about your medical care, but it's just something that you need to be aware of if you or a loved one's been hurt. But anyway, it's Friday afternoon. I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks so much for watching the channel and liking and subscribing. Please stay tuned to the end. There's some really great tools I have for injured people. So watch till the end of the video and check it out, okay? Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you or anyone you know has been hurt in an accident and needs a lawyer, or even just has questions, give me a call anytime, day or night, at 312-500-4500. You can call me anytime, day or night, and the consultation is free. That's 312-500-4500. Or if you're not ready to talk to a lawyer, I made 2 great tools that really help people out that you can use for free on my website. The links are in the description. The first one is called the Case Cash Calculator, and it tells you what your case might be worth. The other is called the Good Case Calculator, and it tells you whether you might have a good case or you might have a case with some challenges. The best part is that they're 100% free to use on my website, and it only takes you 20 seconds flat to answer 7 multiple choice questions right off the top of your head. And then you get custom information about your particular injury situation fast and for free. So check them out, links in the description. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. I release 2 new videos every week, and this way you'll get notice of them. And if you have a question you'd like answered in a video, just leave a comment with your question in the comments section. Finally, if you enjoy my videos or if I've helped you in any way, I hope you'll consider doing me a favor. Injury law is a very competitive field, and I like having a small independent firm so I can help people who need it. People really rely on Google reviews when deciding who to hire, so I hope you'll consider leaving me a 5-star review on Google. It only takes a few seconds, but it's a favor to me that I would really appreciate. The link is in the description. You just go to that link, click 5 stars, say a kind word, hit submit, and you're done. Once again, I hope you and your family are well, and if anyone you know needs an injury lawyer or has questions, please send them my way by calling 312-500-4500. Thanks again for watching. Take care.
One, two, five.